welcome to Choose Your Own Path. Today, we're going to paint the hummingbird. So, we've got our airbrush out. We're going to start off with adding the light colors first and then going on to the dark. So, what we want to do is, we're going to get our white, which is, we're using the Testors, which is a Michaels brand, which is now deleted, but you can still get it online. It's a good little brand. Then we're going to get into some inks with it after. Inks make it a lot more bright, positive. So, yeah, we're going to be using, I can't remember the name of this darn brush. That's okay. So we're just going to lay on some white paint first. And this will be different than doing a brushing. So right now I'm just trying to lay down a white base for our hummingbird. Just trying to shade around the eyes too. Like so. Okay. We'll also do the back side, or this top side. The tail itself. Alright, has a nice white cover to it. Then we want to get a little a little of the beak white. So we're gonna paint it up darker after. The beaks are usually grayish white with some black in it, I guess. Like so. So we're going to let this dry for a couple seconds. It doesn't take long. We're going to switch out our color. Alright, next we're going to add some green. We have a jacquard green that we're going to add to it. I added a little bit of flow to it. It's a flow aid. Now it'll just make it come out to the brush a lot easier. So we're looking at doing more of the head and the underbelly. Sorry, the top of the bird with the green. Don't forget to hit every angle, guys, when you're airbrushing, just to get under some of the spots. It's important. Some people forget to do that. They just think they're laying paint down. Well, it kind of is, but it's not. You want to get every angle so that the paint can basically get into those different grooves. And don't be worried about, like, if you hit the wing underneath, you can always fix that up with a different color. In fact, what I want is my bird to have a little bit of green on the wing. Like so. So both sides. Kind of even it out. Another important step is making sure that you let it dry. Airbrush paints don't take very long to dry, so, you know, good 3 to 5 minutes, and you can start up with the next paint. But don't be impatient by throwing layers after layers. Right away you have to do it. Let your bird dry a bit. And you'll see where it's thicker, where you add more, too much paint. And the ventilation is very important. It sucks in all the chemicals that are from the airbrush paint itself. As you add small amounts, it builds up thicker and thicker, so you don't have to just lay the paint down with your color where it might be too much. And as it dries and you're adding little layers, it really builds up a nice color. Another way to let it dry, or get it to dry, is just put air. Don't put any paint, just press, if you got the double action, just press down. And you'll see the air flows through it, and it sort of moves around the thickness of your paint if you put too much. Sometimes we put too much somewhere and it kind of pools there. So you can use that to advantage to move it around. Okay. So now we're just going to let it dry. And then we'll switch out to another color. So, time to clean the paint. Alright, so now we're going to go into some inks. This is a light blue ink. It's Amsterdam ink. So, we're going to squirt a couple of drops in there. And the inks flow fairly well when it comes up to painting. So, we're going to start off by going with the underbelly in blue. Also going to do the flower in the blue. So we have our flower. Just do a nice cover. A primer on this, but I'm not doing a primer for the flower. So now we switched to an Indian ink. It's a bamboo, it's a red velvet. So what I want to do with this is add it to its bottom wing feathers. Dry. We're going to also add whatever we have left of the red to our flower. Just give it a little bit of juice, a little bit of water. Change out our color again. Back. All right. So we're going to add some yellow to our also toning down the red, the bright red with the yellow. We're also going to do the flower. So we're just going with something. Don't change out our colors. So we added another ink, which is an aqua green, and this is going to go on the stick. So the last color we're going to put in is the black. So we'll get back to that. Last step is we're going to add the black to the eyes. So the black isn't flowing as well as it should be. It's just a little bit too watery. So we'll take our paintbrush and we're just going to touch up the beak with the airbrush. And we're also just going to touch the eyes up a bit, just to give it a stronger look. Now we didn't do feet. I don't like doing feet, so I'm just going to put two little dots here representing feet. Kind of blend them in like so. I'm using the paintbrush just to highlight some of the bird itself. Get like a thicker line to it. So there we have it. We are ready to attach our hummingbird to it, and then we'll build the base. Get back to you on that. Okay, we're going to make a base for our bird, so we're just going to use our hot wire cutter, and all we're going to do is make a little bit of a mess. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to make it all kind of rocky. Alright, so just something simple. Like that. Put a couple of cuts in it. Just to give it some form. Like so. So now we got a nice flat base. I'm just going to put a little bit of layering on the top. And what I mean by that is I'm just going to take the top, there we go, and just cut out little grooves like they look like funny rocks. Sort of like that. Sort of get little angles in there. And that's moving. Sort of just a bunch of little grooves so it looks like it's our bird be sitting on something nice. Like that. There we go. Okay. We'll get ourselves set up for prepping it. Okay, so next what I did was I drew a hole in the center. So I'll just take my X-Acto knife and I just want to pop that middle piece out, because this is where the actual flower is going to set. So just taking the X-Acto knife and cutting it out like this. It'd be nice if I had a better tool for this. There we go. Okay, can I have the garbage here? My assistant that's hiding in the ground. Alright. So all we're gonna do is circle that out. Perfect. So now the flower will sit like so. Aha! Okay. So next step will be, not yet, will be that we will have to Mod Podge and color the rocks. So we'll get that. So we're gonna make our mixture. So we took some Mod Podge. We're gonna add some gray paint to it. Yeah, and I need a stirring stick somewhere. There's one. Is that one? Okay. And then we need to water it down just slightly. So about 3 seconds worth of water. And then we will, thank you, we will take our, I need a thickest paintbrush you could find. Like, no, that's another one. Yeah, that's fine. So now that we We mixed it really good. What we're going to do is we are going to paint, and this will have it make it solid. So all we're doing was we're adding a base, basically a base of Mod Podge and paint and water, and that will get into all the cracks and it'll make it more solid. So when I'm done this, I'll show you the finish. Right. So once it's dry, we're going to put some color in. So with the same Mod Podge and gray, we're just going to add some green. And we're just going to stir it in there. And all that's going to do is turn our color into a dark, kind of grayish green. Make sure you give it a good mix. Add a little bit more water, or this is diluted water. Diluted water has a different kind of a mixture to it, the way they distill it. So it does work better. And then from there, we're just going to take our green and we're just going to slop it on there, so to get it sort of light. Don't want to cover the whole gray area up, just to get a different look to it, like so. Alright, so I'll finish this up and show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so the next step we did was we took a blue hinge, whatever to it, and we just kind of splooshed it all over the place, and we're going to let that set. We're going to let this dry fully now. You can speed up your drying with a hairdryer. That's what I do. It looks green, but it's actually got some blue in it. You can see it if it's closer, right? So we're going to let this set, and then we're going to highlight with some black, and then we're done. Alright guys, so we added some color to the base for the bird, and then I sprayed it down with a shellac or clear coat, and I'm trying something different. I'm printing a butterfly, and a butterfly is going to kind of hide this ugly monster flower. So when that's done, it's only at 28%, so it takes about 4 hours to do, and then I got to cut off. Like, see how it's lifting? That's something wrong. That's the heat. It's not hot enough. But that's okay, because I want that butterfly to have a curve to it. So unless it falls off or gets pulled off, and then I'm just going to stop it as it is. We'll see. All right, stay tuned. All right, guys. So we're done. So I just told you guys about that butterfly. That if it failed, it'd be okay, and it did, because I don't know, the white blotchy stuff you see there. I just got to clean that up. But yeah. That's it. I added a butterfly to it. That's 3D printed, so it's made out of plastic, PLA it's called. But I think it just gives it a little something more. I just didn't feel like carving today. Anyway, that's it. That's my hummingbird. So, like, subscribe, share, tip jar at the bottom, blah 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 blah. It's always the same. We say it. Hope you guys like that. Leave me a comment if you want. Thumbs up, thumbs down shit, I don't like that stuff. That means nothing to me. Everybody hit that. If you got something, let me know if you like it or not. If I can do it, you can do it. Choose your own path. See you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.